So here's Simple Mind in the bottom row. And this is an app that I actually use quite a bit. I went to the Minnetonka Technology Institute that they hold. If you ever have a chance, it's fantastic. And I use this app to take notes. So during the welcome intro, these are the different people who spoke, and these are some notes that I took. And so each note that you take off of there is a different color, and you're able to organize things that way. And if you're going to make a new mind map, then you just start your central theme. I keep doing that. Then we can add to that. Then we can add to that, or we can go back to this one and we can change the text. We can edit. We can add a note that goes with it. You can add links with this. You can do all kinds of things. So we see here some of the choices that we can have. So you can build mind maps so students, as they're remembering things, they can just put things down, and this will work with, and you can transfer files between mind maps between your mobile app and your desktop. So that's Simple Minds. Another great activity for working on remembering is flashcards. Quizlet is an application for flashcards that can work both on your mobile device and also on a desktop. So here it is on my iPad, and we go to Quizlet, and you can create your own flashcards. So you create a term and a definition, or you can search for what it is you want to study. We want to study blooms, so we'll do that. So we are going to work with the cards. So we've got a term here: construct meaning from instructional messages. Construct meaning. Is that synthesis? Ooh, understand. I'm terrible. Carry out or use a procedure in a given situation. Application. Apply. So, and you can set it if you want to start with the other side. You know, you can flip your cards that way. You can shuffle the cards. So you're creating your own sets. You're getting sets from there. But you can also work on your desktop. So here's Quizlet on our desktop. It's a web based. So we can see that what I did on my iPad just now is showing up on the latest activity. And again, you can create your own set, or you can search for so here's your terms and definitions, or you can search for what it is you want to do. So works very similar, and I really like the apps that have both something you can do on the computer and something that you can do on your mobile device. In a lot of schools, you know, maybe the mobile devices aren't available, so you go to the computer lab, and if you've got things that you can do either way, that can be really helpful. So that is one example of flashcards. If you want to quiz or test your students to see what they remember, then one thing you can do, again with our Google Drive, is to create a form. When you create a form, it's a survey that you send out to users. And so if you have your class in a Google group, then you can write your question, then have the question type and options, so multiple choice, check boxes, scale, grid. So these are set up for survey, but they also work really well for a test or a quiz. Really good for formative assessment as you're going through. You can just do these during a class session, even a couple of times, or for the more summative evaluation at the end, maybe you want to use something else. But I think that the beauty of forms is how quickly things come back, and it comes back to you on a spreadsheet, a Google sheet, and so you get the information. So if you need help on how to do a form like this, please let me know. My situation is I never know if most of you know how to do this or not, so I hesitate to go through some of these things, but just let me know if you need some help. And Google Forms can be a great way to test your students. Another type of app for showing or writing down what you remember are boards, where you can pin things up. And one app is a sticky board, like you have Post-it notes to put on it. This is Sticky Board 2, free. Of course, there's a full version that you can pay for. And 2 fingers dragging will move the whole board. 1 finger, if we choose notes up here, see there's notes. I can turn the pen if I'm going to draw with the pen, or I can have the eraser. But when I choose notes, then I can move notes around. Double tap puts on a new note that I can type on. I can change the size and shape of the note, and when I select a note, I can hold down on it and be able to get some choices to delete, copy, cut. So that's how you can delete a note. So you can see how students could use this, create a board that demonstrates what they remember, and between the notes and the pen, then they can show what they recall. Another component of building knowledge at this remembering level can be searching. And I just wanted to point out, we all search and we all have a lot of search engines. I just want to point one out that has come to my attention. DuckDuckGo does not track you the way that other search engines do. It doesn't keep track of what you're searching. It doesn't sell it to anybody like all the others do. Use it for ads or anything else. So there's less spam and less of all of that. So you may want to check out DuckDuckGo, and you can see all kinds of things about how it compares to Google and things like that if you search for it. But you can see here we've got our results and no ads. So this may be an option that you would like to look at. There are, education specific search engines, but here's one, designed for the general public, but it still might be more appropriate for our students. DuckDuckGo.